Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Two articles discussing the same issue that should be very, very, very concerning and should be probably on each important media outlet's front page. But it's not. It's not because we don't have to really hear about it. And that is Israel reports some, not Israel reports, Israel receives some bunker buster bombs from the United States of America. I have two articles here, one from the enemy Russia Today and the other one again from the enemy Sputnik. Not from CNN, not for MSNBC, not from Fox, not from garbage, got from enemies. That's why it's good to keep your enemies closer than the friends, because you find out things and you can monitor what's going on over there. So let me show you these two articles and we discuss why this is concerning and why do I think this thing was really not discussed in the free media, free world. Not that it's not true. Some thought that it's not important for us to know about it. And interestingly enough, everyone, not everyone, but I didn't find this in, as I mentioned, the outlets, the Western outlets. I found it in the Russians, in both of them that I'm checking right now, Sputnik and Russia Today. But these guys decided, all these editors and all these authors of various, being employees of the mainstream mass media, decided we should not hear about it, should not be covered. So let's go and see this first article from Sputnik, and it is from yesterday, the 1st of December 2023. US reportedly shipped 100 BLU-109 bunker buster bombs to help Israel fight Hamas. Very fast decision. So a country that has nuclear weapons, some say, and has a military might, they need US's help to get some bombs to donate it, I'm assuming, and even if it's donated, we paid for it anyway, to destroy a group in a city. Okay, so that's what it is. The United States has delivered 100 units of 2,000 pound. 2,000 pound is about 1,000 kilograms. That's 1 ton. Of BLU-109 bunker buster bombs among thousands of other ammunition and weapon systems to Israel in the war against the Palestinian movement Hamas in the Gaza Strip, US media reported on Friday. Among the nearly 15,000 bombs and 57,000 artillery shells delivered to the Israeli military following Hamas attack on the United States has also transferred 100 BLU-109 bunker buster bombs, media reported, citing US officials. They have an opportunity to test their weapons. So if you give 100, you have to bring it back. How do you bring it back? You make a few phone calls to your contractors and they will build them for you. And you pay with our money? No, because we don't have money. With borrowed money or with printed money. And then the inflation goes high and our lives get shittier. Thank you very much. Democracy at work. All right, it says here, the BLU-109 bomb created the cause of maximum damage. Carries a 2,000 pound warhead capable of penetrating concrete shelters, it was reported. Israel could use such bunker buster bombs to penetrate Hamas's vast network of underground tunnels and installations. Will they know who's in there? Will they know? Oh, just, okay. So if you tell me that these things are aimed at hitting Hamas fighters with careful analysis of possible civilian victims and care, then you're just living on a different planet, I think. Here. However, several security analysts have pointed out that the delivery of such bombs to Israel is inconsistent with the calls made by senior U.S. officials, including Secretary of State Antony Blinken, to protect civilians and minimize human loss of life. I said before, and I will say it again, this is how the game is over here. Israel will do anything it wants to whatever extent it wants to do whatever in Gaza. You got that? United States will talk a lot and sometimes will mildly touch, criticize Israel mildly, or sometimes even posture a little bit, but will do nothing until Israel achieves its set goals, whatever they are, however they want to reach. The keyword is however they want to reach it. And the United States will make sure that turns its back to Israel, but not to ignore it, to protect it from everybody else who might want to do something. And after Israel is done, if it achieves its goal, okay, Gaza, then United States will say, enough, it's enough. And Israel will say, that's the game. Okay, I'm listening to you. You have the authority here. Yes, I'm... At the end, Israel will give the U.S. the illusion for us that U.S. has the authority in the Middle East and the Middle East. They are the broker over there. They are the guy in charge. They're not. They created garbage over there with Iraq, with Afghanistan further, with Libya, which is in Africa, right? With Syria, and they want Iran now. They were everywhere involved in these little things. Common denominator, Al Capone. So this is what's going to happen over there. Make no mistake, when these guys are going to talk, Blinken is Jewish, isn't he? When Blinken is not necessarily important, but I had to mention it. So, some people are proud of their heritage. Some people are proud when, when they say the first woman was elected as the first gay homosexual was elected over there, or the first transgender, they're happy to point it out. But when things don't go really, zip it, don't even mention that. Well, I do, because I like truth. All right, so that's one thing. Let's go to the other article coming from Russia Today, and it deals with the same issue. Russia Today, 2nd of December. These were a little bit slower. U.S. supplied bunker buster bombs to Israel. And this is Wall Street Journal says it. Okay, so it's not these guys are just dreaming. The media outlet, citing unnamed officials, claims Washington has given its ally 100 of the 2,000-pound munitions since October 7th. So it was not one. The U.S. has supplied Israel with scores of BLU 109 bunker buster bombs since October 7th. So the same thing, a similar report appeared in Bloomberg last month, alleging that Washington was forced to dip into its stocks at home and in Europe to shore up Israel. Forced by what? How can you force a boss? Unless the said boss is not the boss. Someone else is the boss. The one who forces the boss. The publication also pointed out that the U.S. has not disclosed the supposed weapons shipments publicly. Why would they? I'm not going to read further here, telling us about who did what. We know that's something that should not have started, or it shouldn't have started, but it's not for me to determine over there who's right and who's wrong. I think 1948 was implemented in the wrong way. Again, it's not me to determine if that was the right thing to do. They did it. It's a fact right now. How can we get out of it? Well, how can we get out of it? There's not going to be a way out of it. I'm sorry to say this, but this is how I see things. In the Middle East, there is going to be all or nothing. It's not going to be in between. We had since 1948 until now in between, and this is the way it goes. So it's either going to go the same way, which is not solving the problem. Some people kill others, displace others. The other guys are going to kill these guys, civilians, and it's going to be always like this. Or this other scenario that I envision, not that I want it, but it's all or nothing. They will not be able to live together. They haven't been able to live together since 1948. Somehow they were able before that, but now they're not. And that is when one of these parties Israel is one and the other guys are the rest, gets out. I don't know how, but gets out. Even if you build a Palestinian state over there, which is not going to happen, and Israel already has occupied territories from the areas, is never going to give it back, because nobody can make it, and why should they? So even with the United Nations Security Council's resolutions and that's how much it matters. So now it's going to happen. I'm going to make another video on this. I'm looking for a specific video that I want to use to make a point, but I can't find anymore. I saw how they think about this thing, about Israel being over there, Palestinians, Jews, Yahweh, and so on. So that Yahweh and the other one are involved too much in whose land that is. Therefore, it's written over there, so it's mine. No, it's written over here, it's mine. With that one, you will never solve a problem over there, because they're both entitled to that land, because Humpty Dumpty told them so. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.